It's Ash from SuperVideos back for another video for the Walking Dead universe. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a very intriguing discussion for the universe. Are we going to see a Civic Republic Military versus Nerds of the Apocalypse battle? So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this down. Alright, as always, before we dive into it, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that said, let's dive right into it. So of course, we've seen some nerds in the Walking Dead universe so far. The first and the most important of them all is Eugene Porter himself. We know that Eugene knows a lot of things, he reads a lot, and he definitely has a lot of hidden talent up his sleeve. Things that have helped the survivors on numerous occasions. A character from the Walking Dead spin-off World Beyond, Elton, is also a very smart kid. He reads a lot, he knows a lot of things, and he himself, in his own way, has helped his friends through some pretty tough and challenging stuff. And now, with the recent spin-off, The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon, we're introduced to yet another nerd in the apocalypse, a French kid named Laurent. Now, again, just like Elton, Laurent reads a lot, he knows a lot of things, but here's the difference. Elton was born before the apocalypse, but Laurent was born after the apocalypse. So that makes him a little different because he doesn't really have the luxury of knowing stuff from before the apocalypse to go by, you know what I mean? But with all of that said, here's the important question. Are we ever going to see these three together? Are we going to see a trio of Walking Dead nerds team up in some mission? And the answer to that is, who knows? I think it would be cool, but it all depends on what the writers plan to do. I mean, after World Beyond, Elton just disappeared, so that's kind of out the window. We know Eugene is staying put at Commonwealth, so he's not really doing much, and Laurent most likely won't make it out of the Daryl Dixon spinoff. Like, I don't think that he's gonna be a long-term character in the universe, but it's definitely an intriguing thought for these three nerds to come together. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Let's assume that these three characters do team up. I could definitely see a situation where they can team up in a Walking Dead property, either a movie or a spin-off or whatever the case may be, to fight against the Civic Republic Military. Now, obviously, they're nerds, they're not soldiers, so I'm not saying this from a military perspective, I'm saying this from a scientific perspective. Like, the Nerds of the Apocalypse trio will fight against the scientists of the CRM, or try to outsmart them or something, or even try to get them on their team. Something like that. And I definitely think that that would be super interesting. Something that we've already gotten some teases about already, because in World Beyond, the CRM tried to recruit scientists. So it's definitely not something that is a super wild theory. But the question is whether the writers can come up with a story, a meaningful one, and one that makes sense in terms of timeline and everything, that brings these three characters together to fight the CRM, their scientists particularly. Now let's talk a little bit about Rick. Obviously, Rick is the character that introduced us to the CRM, and in many ways, the CRM story wouldn't exist without Rick. And at this point, it doesn't seem like there would be any other connective tissue between CRM and any other character. But imagine this. If Rick never disappeared and was never taken by the CRM, instead, what if it was Eugene? What if the CRM found what Eugene can do and found Eugene to be an asset for them and tried to get him on board? I think if the Rick thing didn't exist, this would have been an awesome, meaningful story to go with. To have CRM either capture Eugene to try to use him or just try to recruit him. We know that Eugene could make bullets for the survivors, And that's with the limitations that the survivors had. Imagine, given the resources that CRM have, what Eugene could do for them, right? So I think that that would be a very cool story, but one that we'll probably never see unless they do something where after CRM is defeated, at least the bad guys at CRM, Eugene joins the scientists at the CRM research facilities and helps them. But that's pretty much everything I wanted to go through in this video. So as far as the main theory, which is that we're going to see these three nerds of the apocalypse, Elton, Eugene, and Laurent, come together at some point and have their knowledge combined to be able to do something. I think that that's far-fetched, but it's a cool idea. But at the same time, I feel like if we don't really get that trio, we might get two of them together at some point in the future when they join the CRM and do some experiments in their research facilities. We might see a situation where there are experiments conducted under the supervision of Dr. Eugene Porter. That would be pretty cool, possibly an idea for a future spin-off, I'm just saying. But that's pretty much everything I wanted to go through in this video. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.